Hi, guys, and welcome to Happy You're Here podcast. This is Ayanna's mom, and
Ayanna! Yay! I wanted mom to do it, and she actually did it.
I didn't want to do it because she's so good at it. I was just like, oh, but she wanted to switch it up a little, so we switched it.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. Okay, so we are talking week 7 of Big Brother, a recap. But of course, hashtag but first, we're going to talk pop culture. But even before that, I'm going to tell you guys what I did today. It was quite a day. So I went to this like mat Pilates class. I think I paid like $17 or something. And it was like it was like at a hotel, but like at their like pool area. And they had like a sand like area. I don't know how to explain it. But basically like the mat class was like in the sun, in the sand, like on the sand. So like I was sweating bullets. It was crazy. Because like, I love an outdoor class, but like when there's shade, but there was no shade. So it was like sweat plus the sand. So the sand was getting everywhere. And it wasn't even that good of a class. And it was pretty short. But then after I got my brows done, so it was like included in my ticket, which was like beautiful. But I waited like an hour or maybe even longer because like so many girls were wanting to do it. I don't know. It was stupid. But like I got there early. So I was on the list early. I think something happened with like the list, and then I went to go like ask her after I waited forever. I should have asked earlier. Anyways, so I got my eyebrows done, and she was talking to me about lamination and tint. But mom, I don't think you've gotten either of those before.
No, I've not. Every time I go get my eyebrows done, they always try to get me to get it though, and I always say no, thank you. But you said you're thinking about doing it.
I think so because she did my eyebrows, and I was telling her like, or she was like, "Do I get them done?" And I was like, "No, I used to get them waxed. Remember, mom? We would get them waxed at like the nail salon."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I stopped doing that because they would always wax so much. Like they would make my eyebrows so thin. And I was like, this is not the 2000s or whatever when that was like huge.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I just plucked them. And then I was telling her that like, my eyebrows never want to like do what I want them to do. They're always all over the place because I guess they're so curly. And she was like, a lamination will take care of that. Like it'll like make them nice and straight. I was like, oh.
Just a perm. It's just a perm for your eyebrows. That's all it is.
But is that damaging?
I think a perm is never good.
Right? That's what I think too. And she said it wasn't though, the girl who did it. So,
But it's chemicals. So I mean, that's why a lot of black women don't get their hair perm anymore because it's very damaging to hair. So I guess you know what you can do. You can do your own research on it and then make the decision instead of going by what she says because she just wants to make a sale. To be honest.
that's true. And maybe I could just do the lamination. I mean, maybe I could just do the tint because maybe that would help. Because she was like, the end of my eyebrows, I think like the tint would help with that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's what she was saying. And then I also got a facial done, which was super nice. It was included in my like $17 ticket. So I got like a facial, brows done, a mat Pilates class. It was really just yoga for real. But I was like, all that is so good.
You got a mat too?
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm saying like mat Pilates, not like reformer Pilates, like on the mat.
I was gonna say, good lord, for $17, all that, huh? It's not bad.
That would have been amazing. Oh my God. I low-key want another mat. And I just got a new mat, remember? But I want another one.
But that's a good deal.
Like,
good deal.
that is a good deal. When I go to these classes, everyone's mats are so nice. And my mat, I guess because like the way I roll it up or something, it never wants to stay flat. So it's always like curling up. And that's why I'm like, I want another mat. Or maybe I should just roll it the other way. I don't know. Either way, I want another mat. I kind of want an aloe mat. Remember, Mom, I was telling you like everyone's obsessed with aloe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I bet you think it's going to be $1 million for that mat?
Oh, I know it's going to be $1 million. I still want it though. Okay, yeah. So I got a facial done, and it was crazy, Mom. She like, you know how you do your nails and you like you have like the blue light thing. You know what I'm talking about? And you like put your hand in it.
Mm-hmm. You cure it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. She had like that for your face. Isn't that insane?
Oh, I don't want that. That's scary. I don't think I want that on my face. I'll do it on my nails, but not my face. Did she do yours like that?
She did. I was like, oh, Mom would hate this.
Because what in the world are you doing? Now I'm gonna have to look that up because I've never heard of such things. Did you ask her what it did?
No, ma'am. She, like, well, half the facial, she was like telling me what she was doing, and the other half she wasn't. And I didn't ask. I was just kind of there because I waited forever for that too. It was just really annoying. I mean, like, it was free, so I was waiting, but like while I'm waiting, I'm covered in sweat, covered in sand. I'm starving. I went to this event to try to make friends. Didn't make a friend once again, but I think instead of going to these events by myself to make a friend, I need to start inviting people from like things that I've gone to, you know what I'm saying, to the events that I'm finding versus like going to make a friend there. I should just like bring along people that like I've seen at other stuff. I think that's what I'm missing that part.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So you won't be there by yourself, and then you'll have somebody to talk to. And you never know, while they are there, they might see somebody they know. And they'll be like, "Oh, this is Ayanna," and then see where it goes from there. I don't know, but
That's true.
Good idea.
Because I've been going by myself. Because I was like, maybe if I go by myself, I'll be more likely to make a friend. But obviously, that's not working. I'm like 0 for 2. Because I went to this event. I went to an event yesterday. But yeah, where was I going with this? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah. So let's just keep going. Let's go into the pop culture. That was just a little mini tangent. So Taylor Swift and Travis, what's his last name? I don't even know.
Travis Kelce?
Kelce? I can't ever know if it's Kelce or Kelce or I don't know what I'm trying to. Kelce, whatever. So apparently Travis is announced to be on the cover of GQ, which I didn't even know about this, but apparently I think the cover is like he looks like a redneck, like Floridian man for some reason, but I don't even think he's from Florida. And then Travis announces he has a partnership with American Eagle. What is going on with American Eagle, Mom? Oh my God.
I have no idea. That's crazy. That is crazy. So these things had to be in the works before they even announced their engagement. They had to be. I'm thinking.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. I think American Eagle is going for like a shock factor or something like that right now. Like they just know that like these things will get people talking. That must be it.
Mm-hmm. Because when it was the uproar about Sydney Sweeney, talking about her again, but Sydney Sweeney, they came out with their statement and they didn't apologize. They like doubled down on it. Did you see
I love
what
how
they
people
said?
say double down for everything. When did that happen? Like everyone's like double
I don't know.
down. Do you think that's like a buzzword I hear all the time?
I never hear it. I've never heard
Really?
it.
Oh my goodness. Like Target got rid of their DEI and then everyone's like, yeah, Target double down on it. Or like I just hear it all the time. But no, ma'am, I did not see that. So that's interesting.
You need to look it up because they were just like, they didn't care about what anybody thought about it. And she was still hot and we're not apologizing because she has good genes. I was like, oh, okay. Wow. But yeah. Okay.
Thank God I don't shop there anymore. But Travis, his partnership, I saw someone say that it's like plantation, like very like back in the day on the property when we were slaves, that it was giving like that kind of like core or like energy, like aesthetic. And I kind of agree. Have you seen it, Mom? Like the Travis American Eagle collab partnership?
No, I didn't know about it until you told me about it. I had no idea. And he's just like going a whole different direction than the way that he was, because he was really kind of like urban like, you know what I mean? Now he's just like, he's just leaving all that behind, and that's so interesting to me.
What is that called? Oh, go ahead.
I wonder how he is around like his teammates and things like that. Like, does he revert back when he's around his teammates? Because there's a lot of black teammates.
You think the team's like predominantly black or something? Is like what you're saying?
I think football is predominantly black.
Is it?
Football is heavily black. It is. It's heavily black. It's not like basketball. Basketball is. But football, it's pretty black. So I'm wondering, does he it's called code switching. Does he code switch?
A white man code switching. Oh Lord.
So interesting. I don't know. It's just his whole dynamic is kind of interesting to me. And like, I'm not wishing this upon anybody because I don't want anybody to break up if their relationship is real. I'll say that. But if they were to break up, like, is he going to revert back to the way he was? It's so interesting. I don't know. It's just
We're
so
seeing the gentrification of Travis. But also, I'm trying to think, because I used to really be into, like, I don't know if you've seen, but like NFL teams or like college football teams, they'll have like a social page or whatever, and it's just like the girls or whoever like on the social team like asking the players questions. So like, I guess we can see them more as like humans instead of just like machines on the field kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember how he interacts, like, because you can go look and see like how he interacts with the teammates, because like they highlight like him, they highlight Patrick Mahomes, stuff like that. So I'm trying to remember. I don't know. But yeah, something's pretty off about this like American Eagle, Travis Kelce, whatever. It looks weird. You should go look at it.
Yeah, I probably will. That's I think it would be interesting because, yeah. Ayanna sent me a funny, sent me something funny. Was that yesterday when they were, the people were acting like they were Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? It was so funny. What's his name? Trey, I think his name was Trey Kennedy. I've seen him before.
You know who that is? I don't know who that is.
I've seen him before. I follow him on Instagram, and he's really funny. I think he's a comedian or something. I don't know, but it was just like so spot on. He was acting like Travis Kelce, and he was acting like he was. I call it urban. I don't know what else you call it, but like a white boy trying to act like a black boy was funny. And then the Taylor Swift person playing Taylor Swift was trying to like wrangle him back and like get him to stop acting like that. But it was so funny, and I'm wondering if that's how their relationship is at times. So funny, but yeah.
When I watched it the first time, it took me like a while to realize that it wasn't actually them. I thought it was them. I was like, what's so funny about this?
Oh
and I was like, oh, that's not them.
It's like they're just being themselves. What's funny? Who cares?
Yeah.
I got it right off the bat. I think she looked a lot like Taylor Swift at first, and I was like, that's not her. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
Okay, so there's this show coming out, and it's just like The Office, but I think it's called The Paper, which is like insane. And it's by the same like team who created The Office. And I actually saw on TikTok there was like I don't know what it was called, not the promo, maybe the premiere, or I don't know, because it didn't come out yet, but I don't know what it was. But basically, like the cast of The Office, they were there for the show, The Paper, and it's pretty much it's following like people who work at a newspaper company. I guess they like write articles for the newspaper. Mm-hmm. It's a carbon copy of The Office. They're just like bringing it back, but like calling it something else with different people.
Well, they're trying
but you
to.
Don't like. They're trying to what?
They're trying to hit lightning twice. I think that's what people call it when you have a hit and then you try to do it again and see if it'll work. Well, it might work. You know why? Because people probably miss The Office. Are you going to watch it?
Well, I don't know. I still watch The Office. I love The Office. It's on TV like all the time, and I just always like watch it. Will I watch The Paper? I feel like it's pretty 50-50. But like, I feel like we already have something, or not. I mean, I guess you can always make something else. But I feel like hitting lightning twice was done with Parks and Rec. But I'm not super sure. Did the same people who made The Office do Parks and Rec? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think those are two different people.
But you don't like either, right?
No, I thought Parks and Rec was funny. I did like The Office. I watched The Office. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just didn't finish it.
No, I didn't finish it, but I thought it was funny. Who was my favorite character on there? It was the guy you didn't like. He came in later on. What was his name? I don't know. He came in after
later on.
Michael Scott. After the Michael Scott left, I forgot what his name was. I don't remember what his name was.
Andy?
But you didn't like Andy. I liked Andy.
Andy? Of all people, Andy? Okay.
I loved Andy.
Andy's the worst. He's such a buffoon.
But yeah, I thought it
And
was
he
funny.
treated whatchamacallit so poorly. What's her name? I don't know her name, but
Who? I'm trying to remember who.
she was like the new Pam. Erin, maybe? I don't know her name.
Yeah, okay. I don't remember her at all, but it wasn't Kimmy
That's
Smith.
crazy.
It
It was
wasn't
her.
Kimmy Smith.
It was her.
Oh, I like Kimmy Smith. She's funny.
She
Different
is
show
funny.
completely.
Have you seen she's new, like, she's the Kohl's, like, commercial lady now?
I've never seen
You
that.
haven't seen those
I
commercials?
fast forward past commercials most time. I don't care about no commercials. And you are a commercial person. You love all that stuff.
I love commercials. Okay,
Yeah.
so next I want to talk about, have you heard about this show called Yesterday? I mean, this movie. It's a movie. This movie called Yesterday.
Who's in it?
Oh, I don't even know. I just know that I like saw it on TV, and apparently it's like this man, and he wakes up in this universe where like the Beatles like aren't a thing, but like he knows all their songs, and so he like passes them off as his own. It's crazy, and he's like the biggest star on the planet. Have you heard about it?
I never have. That's funny.
I remember like promo for it before it even came out. So, and now it's like on TV. It came out in 2019 and it got like 63%. It's honestly not that good, but I just think like the concept is interesting, you know?
Oh, so it's an older show that came on. Oh,
Movie. It's a movie. Sorry.
it's a movie. It has an Indian guy in it. He's the main character.
Yes, ma'am. He's a struggling like artist, and then he like gets in some accident, and then when he wakes up, yeah, it's like the Beatles never existed, but like he knows about the Beatles. And so he like sings all their songs, and he like pretends like they're his songs. It's crazy. And then like he's a sensation. Like he's a global star.
Oh, it says Ed Sheeran is on it. Oh,
I didn't know that. I only watched a few minutes of it, and I was like, this is stupid, but like also interesting, but I'm not gonna watch it.
It didn't catch your attention at all then.
Enough, a little bit. Like I watched some of it. I watched him perform like one of the Beatles songs, but yeah, I wouldn't like pay money to see it, and I wouldn't like watch all of it for sure. But yeah. So, okay, should we talk about The Summer I Turned Pretty? First, have you heard of the show?
I mean, I've seen it. I think it's on Prime. Is it on Prime?
Is it on? I think so. I think you're correct.
Yeah, I've seen it on Prime, but I've never watched it. You watch it?
I've also never watched it, mainly because there's a girl on there and they call her Belly. I can't watch something like that. What are we doing here?
Belly, like in a stump, like your belly?
They call her Belly. I think her name's like Isabella, and her nickname is Belly. I don't know. I think it's like a childhood nickname, and they were like making fun of her, but she can't get rid of it or something. That's just weird to me in and of itself.
That's a cute. That's a cute little name. That's a cute nickname.
Belly. But basically, it's like another show. I can't think of another. Oh, okay, Kissing Booth. You know Kissing Booth? It's pretty much like Kissing Booth, but like a TV show.
Y'all, I heard you and your brothers talk about it, but I never watched that.
Oh yeah, me and Cozy.
Yeah, and Cozy.
That's crazy that he watched that and he liked it.
He thought it was so good.
Oh my god, he's so funny. I mean, it's good, but it's not good. It's like bad good. But yeah, it's like what's it called? The Summer I Turned Pretty. Everyone talks about it. I just don't watch it. I don't like get the hype about it. And it's always about like some person of color, and then she has to choose between like two white boys. I was like, what's going like? I don't care. I don't care. But yeah. I think it's almost over, or maybe like the season finale or something's coming up. I'll be happy when it's like over, or I don't know how many seasons there are. I'm tired of seeing it. That's all I want to say. Okay, should we talk about Sabrina Carpenter? Have you heard like anything about her lately?
I mean, she's always popping up in my feeds for some reason on Instagram and stuff. I don't know, but I've not heard anything. What's going on with her?
Okay, so she's in some pretty big controversy, and it started a while ago. So she came out with this album cover, and it's pretty, I don't know how to explain it. It pretty much like sets women back, I guess. It's like a picture of her like on her knees and like kind of on her hands and knees like a dog, and there's like a man standing beside her, and he's like holding her hair like a dog. It's very interesting. And the name of the album, I think, is called Man's Best Friend, like a dog. So it's pretty much like she's a dog to the man. It's very weird. I don't know. And then, so yeah, she came out with the cover art, and is that what it's called? Art cover? Whatever. The art for the album cover. And then she's pretty much like, no, guys, like I'm paying like homage, or is that the word? Homage?
Homage.
You know, what's that word? Yeah, to like some like picture back in the day or whatever, because like, you know, that's her whole aesthetic is like the 90s or whatever. I don't know, her aesthetic is like back in the day stuff, whatever, who cares. Like flappers, like back then, I think is like her aesthetic. She's like, no guys, like don't be offended, like that's just what it is, like it's art or whatever. But people are just like, no, this is weird and stupid. I never liked the album cover. It looks weird. So then she released the album like pretty recently. I think I heard all the songs are not good. I haven't listened to it, but from what I've heard, it doesn't sound great. And then she went on some CBS morning show, whatever, and she had an interview. And then they were like, well, Sabrina, what do you think about like people's thoughts on your album? And she's pretty much like, well, people need to touch grass. And I was like, oh, I think you're the one who's out of touch. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. How old is this girl? Do you know how old she is?
She's like young. I don't know. She's in her 20s. Let's see. She's 26.
Oh boy. Well, she's still a big star, so I think people are upset, but the ones that love it, they're going to love it. And how's her album doing? Do you know how her sales are doing?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But she's basically like, I love Sabrina Carpenter. Well, I used to love, I don't know. She used to, I don't know. I love her other albums. I love some of her other songs. I think she, yeah, she's still a really big artist. I think she kind of needs to go back to her roots and like her original like sound, because she's kind of switched to like this new like sound. But yeah, there's a lot of like controversy over the album. A lot of people are saying it's not good. And she's basically like defending it. And I don't know. I think it's just not a good look. I don't know how her album's doing, but people are listening to it. Like a lot of people are talking about it. So maybe that's just like the thing, like American Eagle and Sabrina Carpenter. It's just like they want people to talk about it. Like any press is good press. Maybe that's what it is.
That's what I was going to say. Yep, a lot of famous people are like that. I don't care. As long as people are talking about them, they're relevant. They don't care. But yeah. And I guess, I hate to say it, I think sex sells sometimes too. So there are people that are upset with it and others, they like it. So hey. And I think, because I listen to other podcasts as well. And I listened to one in particular, and this guy, he loves her. He thinks that she's like the best thing ever. So if there are a lot of guys out there like that, they love it. And I think your brother Nadir is a big fan of hers too. So
is he like Sabrina Carpenter? Really?
That her
song? Oh, like he's a fan of her music? Oh, I was like confused.
Oh no, I didn't think so. I don't think that's what it is. But yeah, she knows what she's doing to sell whatever she needs to sell for whoever. But yeah, I didn't know.
I mean, that's all good and fine, but like when it comes to a issue where it's like she's making women look terrible, you know, like I feel like in the beginning sex sells and that's fine, but then it gets to a point where it's like now it's like, oh, it's a derogatory like sex sells kind of thing, and it's making women look less than, and it's just like very, and then for her to defend it too, I mean, I guess she approved it or whatever, and she was like, so I guess she's gonna defend it, but the way that she's going about I don't know.
She approved it and she went along with it, and her record company went along with it. So it's a whole it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So I don't know. But also it goes back to, like, once again, Sydney Sweeney, she set sales. That's what they do. I don't know. But if the album sales plummet and she doesn't sell as many albums, then the record company will definitely rethink that, and she would probably be re-imaged. They'll change her image up, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, are you ready to talk Big Brother?
Sure.
Okay, so week 7, guys, 25 minutes in. So yeah, week 7, Riley, I don't know if you knew this or not, but basically, like, after he was evicted, he didn't have like any post eviction interviews. So, you know, like, normally after a like house guest is evicted, they have like a mini like media tour, but Riley didn't have any. And I found that to be so interesting because I think they're trying to like shield him, you know, from the media, because they're not sure like what he's gonna say.
Oh, or they don't know how the interview is going to go. They may turn it completely on to the things that he did when he was in the house that wasn't shown, that was on the feeds. So, and that will mess up his image as well. If he's actually on, you know what I mean? He's having an interview and they catch him, be like, "Well, why did you say this?" Or do you feel that you did? You know what I mean? So they're not doing that because they still want him to have a good image when it's over, when they have the big, you know what I mean, at the end, when they announce who the winner is, and he'll still be there and things like that. Because if they don't shield him and protect him, then it's going to mess that up completely. Because like you said, they gave him this whole edit that made him look so positive. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I agree, though. I think it's more so that like the questions that he would be asked, even though I think all the questions need to be approved by CBS, but like still, I guess you never know. Maybe I think it's more so that reason, like the questions that they would ask him. And then also, apparently on TikTok, someone interviewed Catherine's parents, and her parents don't see Catherine and Riley long term.
Of course not, because I'm pretty sure they know what kind of guys that she dates. And I don't think that he's the type of guy that she would date. But yeah, I don't know. Oh boy. So did they say that they don't like him at all, or they just wouldn't be a good fit?
Honestly, I'm not like, I didn't watch the TikTok itself. I just heard about it. And that's just like what I remember. But yeah. And I feel like what Catherine says like later, which we'll talk about it later, I feel like that like goes along with with what her parents said. But we'll get to that later. So for some reason, the start of this episode, like the HOH episode, it was Big Brother Unlocked. So of course, I skipped it once I realized. Did you watch it?
I didn't, because they're trying to force it down people's throat. People are not watching it Fridays. That's why I think that they changed it up, because I think they did that before too. They put it in with the episode. They're trying to make people watch it, and they're trying to make it, people get a buzz from it. But I just don't think it's landing, because I stopped watching it. I think I watched 2 episodes and I stopped.
I thought you liked it.
I did, but I don't know. Something happened. They did something and I didn't enjoy it. And I'll leave things real quick and stop watching it, but I just didn't like it. And then on top of that, we have so many episodes to watch from the regular Big Brother anyway. I was like, I don't want to watch this on a Friday night. But it was okay. The first couple ones I watched, but I forget. I can't even remember what it was. And I was just like, yeah, I don't really like this very much anymore. But yeah.
I'm surprised. I felt like you watched it, or I guess I thought you did watch it at the beginning of the episode. Yeah, I agree. There's too many episodes to watch already. Like this, we're not trying to get on Love Island where it's like every day an episode. So Lord. I did see though that Boston Rob, Taylor, and Derek did the wall comp for a little bit. So I feel like that was like fun to see. And then before that, they had the intern, quote unquote intern, do the wall comp, but the intern was a grown man. Isn't that crazy?
The intern is annoying. He always looks like so aggravated with everybody. He's just like,
You've seen the intern before?
No, he's on the episodes. Yeah, they always talk to him. They always talk to him, and they put.
Do you remember his name?
I don't even remember the guy's name, but they always talk to him all the time. And he always looks so like angry, like, leave me alone, and are you talking to me?
Oh, the intern on the HOH, like the episode we're talking about, his name's Andrew, and I feel like this just begs the question. Does that sound familiar, Andrew?
That's his name. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
I'm not understanding. Like, are CBS interns well paid, or are they don't have any like young people around or teenagers?
He's not really an intern. He's not. I promise you, he's not really an intern. He's not.
No, I'm saying, like,
Interns
why
are
don't they
not
get
that.
actual intern?
I think he's more like an actor type person. I don't think he's not a real intern. They're just doing that. He's not an actor. Because of the way that he acts. If you actually watch an episode, you could tell he's not really an intern at all.
I don't understand. I was like, maybe they don't want to pay the intern, but they're paying the actor. Why can't they just get an intern? I don't know. I have like a thing about this. You know how there's actors and they're like 30, but they're playing teenagers? Just get a teenager. Like, I don't ever understand it. I don't know.
No, I think for this, that's just their thing. Their thing, it's like a funny little quip within the show. So they never intended it to be an actual intern actually doing it. They always intended, let's get this actor who looks like an old man and say, who is an old man, looks like a and say he is an intern, and we'll just keep bugging him, and he'll have this annoying look on his face. I don't think it was ever intended to just be an intern. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just like
the intern he didn't look old.
I don't know. So, and whatever his name is, Andrew is old, or whatever his name is. That guy was older.
Like, how old do you think?
He might be in his 30s. We were like late 30s. We might be talking about the same person.
No, we are. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I thought you meant. Still, I just think, like, get an actual, like, normal, like, the age of an intern, even if it's just for a little, like, bit. I feel like that's more funny than, like, a grown adult intern. Or maybe they're saying that's funny. Okay, let's move on, I guess. Okay. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, we both skipped, that's funny. We both skipped the BB Unlocked part. And so, like, Vince is pretty much, like, crying and he's emotional. I'm sick of the tears, and I'll probably say that a million times. But he's like, his game is over, and I'm like, I don't really understand what he's talking about. I think his thinking is that he voted with Mickey, Ashley, Will, and Ava last week, and so the people that he's allegedly working with, because he's working with so many people, like Kelly, Lauren, Keanu, are going to come after him. And I guess Catherine is, but, like, I don't know. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, you know. That's what's going to happen when you play all sides. Eventually, you'll have to tip to one side or the other, you know.
Well, Catherine absolutely hates him, so I mean, that goes without saying. But yeah, that, like you said, that happens when you do that. And he started off with his hands in too many pots. He had alliance with this person, so that's just what happens. But yeah, and his tears are fake. You will never see a tear drop from that boy's eyes ever. He's well. Who said that he was? She knows. Was that Rachel that said? And was that him crying when she said she knows a soap opera cry when she sees it? Was that her?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was her.
He's not really crying. He's just go away. Vinny, whatever your name is.
Yeah. I didn't see the big deal. He was working closer with Morgan than Riley. So, like, it makes sense that he would vote out Riley. Like, I'm sick of it. Anyway, so, yeah, I want Vince out the house. And Vince cries to Keanu, basically, like, saying that he had to vote out Riley or what. Who cares? So Ashley and Will are really tired of Mickey because Mickey is, like, really huffy and puffy about voting out Riley, and she's like, well, Riley would never put me up. And it's like, Mickey, aren't you working with Morgan? Like, why is this a problem? You know?
Is she really working with Morgan, though? We have to really think about that. I think Mickey's just concerned with her game. I don't think she's working with Morgan anymore. You think she's still working with Morgan?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, she's really just, it seems like, I don't know, she picks, well, like to her benefit, like whenever it's to her benefit, she's like, yeah, me and Morgan, da 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 da. Or like whenever, I think that's just, but I think, yeah, what you're saying, I agree. Like she's not just like always working with people. It's only when it benefits her, which is like an issue, obviously.
Yep. Yep. She messed her game up a long time ago. So, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. So,
So Lauren and Catherine plant a seed to Keanu. They're like, Rachel's gotta go. Basically, like if it's down to Rachel in the final two, whoever's like next to Rachel gets their vote. And then we get to the iconic wall comp. It's one of my favorite comps. Mom, do you like the wall comp or?
I do like this competition. It's one of my favorite ones too. It's a long competition, but I like it a lot because people just don't give up. They keep going and going. But I like it. Mm-hmm.
So this year the wall is like a train theme, like some train whatever. And then Rachel, who's like the host, she's dressed like a train conductor. So I feel like that was fun. But Will and Ashley are the first ones out. 29 minutes in.
I was surprised by that. I'm not surprised.
Are you surprised? I'm really surprised about Ashley.
Not me. What has Ashley won lately?
Well, yeah, not lately, but she previously has won a veto.
Yeah, early on, like the first episode, second. That was a long time ago. I was very long time. She's useless too. Will is definitely useless. I don't even know why he's still in the house. I'm still so super confused about that because older people are gone. They get rid of older people really or early on, but I don't even know. He serves no purpose, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, he's a vote. I think that's like the biggest thing that they realize. He's a vote.
That's awful to be in the house because you're a vote. That's so awful. I want to earn my stuff. That's just me. Yeah.
Okay, so Kelly thinks she's Elastigirl from The Incredibles. She was like hanging on by just her arms. And then at one point, it was like her arms and one leg. And I was so happy when she fell. Because, like, what is she showing off for? Like, that was ridiculous.
She's an idiot. And I was so happy when I actually clapped. I was like, she's an idiot. Because she was just showing off. And she fell. So, yep, dummy. It's so great. I'm not having any issues at all. Something she was saying, this is wonderful. And it's like, yeah, I'm glad she fell.
Like, she wanted to stretch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad she fell.
So Keanu intentionally drops because like he assumes that he's cool with Lauren, Vince, Catherine, and he's like it's safe for him to just like drop, and he'll be eligible to play next week. I low-key think he should have stayed up. But like, what do you think though? I guess he would have just won another. If he won, he'd be like a bigger comp threat. What do you think?
I don't think he would have stayed up there because that's a lot of weight to try to hold up like that. I think that he would have ended up falling anyway. And that's just him saying, oh, I just give up because I'm safe. I don't. He's very athletic and he's very good at competitions. But I think this one, I don't think he would have stayed up long anyway. So it was in his best interest to fall. That's just how I feel. But he was going to definitely be safe. I didn't think that he was going to be put up this episode when I was watching it. So I think it was okay for him to drop. I didn't have an issue with that.
I just wanted him to stay up because I wanted to see like how much longer he could have gone, But yeah, I agree. He was fine to like drop. So then it gets down to Catherine and Vince. And I was like kind of surprised. And Vince is kind of like trying to make a deal with Catherine and Catherine's like not having it. Mm-hmm. And I actually kind of wanted Vince to win. And who won, Mom?
Vince actually won. He won.
Yeah. I didn't want Rachel on the block, but I was like, oh, maybe Rachel on the block would be kind of crazy. So Vince says that Mickey is the target, and then Keanu offers up Rachel's name to go up on the block. So the Melting Pot Alliance is dead, but it's not dead to Mickey, apparently, because Mickey still thinks it's real. But Morgan is like okay with Mickey going on the block. So if you're Vince, like, who would you put up?
I think I would put Mickey up. I would put Rachel up. I think Rachel is a threat. And I think Rachel is a bully, but I think she is a threat. And she plays dirty and nasty, and she's just mean. But she doesn't get her way. She like torments people. So she would, if I was head of household, she would definitely be on the block. I would put Mickey up too, because Mickey's just, she's annoying. And I would put up Kelly because I just don't like her. So, I mean, who would you have picked?
I would put up Mickey, and then I couldn't really remember who was like in the game still, like who was in the house. I'd do Mickey, Ava, and Rachel. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Ava. Ava's annoying, but she's not a threat to anybody. She's just there. I don't know if she can stay. She annoys
That's
me,
true.
but she
But I
doesn't.
put her up.
I said she does nothing. She's just there, being annoying. But you said you would put her up because of what?
I'd put her up because Ava nominated Vince, and then I wouldn't put up Kelly because Kelly is supposed to be working with Vince, but like obviously, as we see and as we're going to talk about later, that's like Vince constantly does not work with her, which is crazy. But I feel like that he's burning that bridge with her, because if Kelly is in that jury and Vince is at the end, I don't think she's bitter. She's not going to give him his vote. You know what I'm saying? He keeps burning her. Vince keeps burning a lot of people. He shouldn't. Yeah, he's gonna like.
I think he called himself a super fan too, and you can't be a super fan burning bridges like that. You can't, because ultimately, who makes the decision at the end is the jury. And if you're burning the bridges for the people that are in the jury, you're stupid. You're not going to win. You're just not going to.
Exactly. And time again, we see like bitter, salty juries, which I think is so frustrating and annoying. But jury management is like half the battle, though, and people just don't care about that, and then they don't win because you weren't managing like people voting for you and stuff. But anyway, so Catherine is all for Mickey going up, which I thought was interesting, because remember like last episode, apparently like Catherine and Mickey were working together, but maybe that was just like Mickey thought that was happening, and then Catherine was just going along with it. And then Mickey and Vince have a conversation, and Vince's angle is like, Mickey, you know what? You're just too good. Your social game is great. Like, I have to consider that you're so good. Which I think is like a good angle to like kind of play it. And then Kelly or Vince talks to Kelly, and he's like, would you be okay going up? And actually Kelly's like, no. Because remember before, she was like all about, she would like volunteer to go up and stuff. And now she's like, no. And then I was like, Vince, like, why would Kelly be okay with that? You constantly keep her out of the loop. Like, what did he think she was going to say?
I mean, yeah, she's tired. She was on the block so many times, and like you said, she has just offered up and said, "I'll be on the block." She's just tired of it, and I guess she's finally realizing that people kind of want her out the house, and in order for her to stay, she's gonna have to win these competitions and whatnot. And so, yeah, it took her long enough. I'll say that it took her long enough to realize that. But yeah.
So Vince nominates Ava, Mickey, and Kelly. I don't know about putting up Kelly. Like, I don't know about that move. But I was rooting for Ava to win the veto just because. I don't know. What would you think about his nominations?
I didn't have a problem with his nominations because I don't really like any of them. I mean, Ava doesn't make sense to me because I don't see what she's doing to be a problem at all. She's just, like I said, she's just there. Mickey makes sense. I don't know why he did Kelly. I don't understand the Kelly thing, but if I was okay with him putting her up because, I don't care for her. So who would you have put up instead?
Oh yeah. Remember we talked about that before, and you said, we kind of said like the same people. Oh, okay, yeah. I said Mickey, Rachel, and I think Ava is who I said.
Yeah. 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 I don't know. I really wish he would have put Rachel in place of Ava.
Mm.
I really do. I think, like I said, I think Ava is I mean, not Ava. Sheesh. Rachel is a threat. But yeah,
But do you think like it's too
and I
early in the game for that? I guess you don't.
no, I don't think so. I think people are playing scared, and they don't want to put her up because they're afraid of her. And I wouldn't be afraid. I'd put her up. They're afraid of the backlash of putting her up. And that's what I
I
think.
think, and Vince said this, Rachel has the votes to stay unless like something can happen and they can flip it. But like she has the votes to stay, you know, so like putting her up at this point when she has the votes to stay.
A lot of people think they have the vote to stay. And if you have not realized with this season in particular, one thing can happen and it can change the vote just like that. And they're out. Somebody else will be the target, and then something will happen in somebody's ear, and then there's a campaign to get this person out. She can definitely go. It can happen because it's happened this season. So I would put her up. But if she doesn't go up and she stays in that house, she would have made his life a living hell because that's just how Rachel is. It's insane. She's too old to be acting that way, but yeah.
Okay. Let's talk veto episode. So Mickey and Morgan talk, and Mickey has all the smoke. It was very interesting for Morgan. And Morgan's like, what's going on? Like, Mickey, I didn't put you up. Which, like, you didn't, but you're really close with Vince. So it's like, you know. And then Will, Ashley, and Rachel kind of walk in on this conversation. And Mickey's just like really upset at Morgan. And she thinks that Morgan had a hand in her going up, which Morgan kind of did. And then Mickey thinks that she has Will and Ashley on her side to, like, they would take her off the block, which is just not the case. You know?
Yeah, I need her to figure out that they're not on her side anymore. I need her to figure out somehow, some way that she is no longer in an alliance with these people because it's painful to watch because she has this false sense of security with these people, and they're all talking behind her back, talking about her like a dog, and it's just awful. I can't wait till she finds out about it. Well, she probably won't find out about it until she gets evicted from the house, to be honest with you, because
I think so too.
I think Will is two-faced. I don't like Will. Will is two-faced, and I do not like Ashley. Ashley, she looks like a clown, but Ashley, I don't like her either. And if they had any sense, if they've learned nothing, these people are not Big Brother super fans. That one season, well, this might get the people of non-color in panties in a bunch, but if you're listening, get over it. That one season where all the black people worked together and they made it to the end. See, we can't do that on this season, apparently. Have some common sense.
Yeah.
Even if it's not all the black people, how about the people of color stay together? I don't know what Morgan is, but Morgan, Will, Ashley, Mickey, who else? Is that all? Keanu. That's 5 people right there. Like, what are y'all doing?
I think the issue this season is like, I think you're right. I don't think Keanu, I don't know. I think I went back and forth on like if he sees himself as a person of color. Like, does Morgan see herself as a person of color? Even like I think that's the issue this season. And then let's see, Mickey, Will, Ashley. I don't know, because it's interesting because
you know what? I don't even think Ashley sees herself as a person of color. I don't think she does.
I think she, but I call Keanu.
You think so?
Because her and Will are tight, and I remember like what happened. Something was like, I think Mickey was protecting Ashley. She was like, we can't get rid of Ashley. But even though Mickey was like, Ashley's so annoying. But the issue now is like, no one's protecting Mickey.
Nobody.
Even though Mickey's annoying.
Nobody's protecting her. Nobody's protecting her. Worse. Everybody's talking. They're talking behind her back. Everybody's talking behind her back. The people that she thought she had an alliance with are talking behind her. She has no alliance in the house. She has no alliance
but they're
in the
like
house.
So fake to her, and she thinks so. There's a difference between like Ashley's annoying and then like Mickey is annoying, plus she thinks she's like running everything. So it's like, I can see like I don't know. I was gonna say I don't think Will's two-faced, but like I
Yes, he is.
I can't tell. I think I don't. It's hard. I'm like, yeah, why are they being so like fake to her? But like they're being fake to her because if they're not fake to her, then like she's gonna go crazy and they don't want that. So it's like I don't like, how do you really play it? How would you play it? You would just tell her like, hey Mickey, we actually hate you. Like, what would you do?
I wouldn't lie to her. They're lying to her. They're lying to her face. Yeah,
I
we
know,
don't
but what would you
disagree on this
say?
one. Will lies to her face continually. That's two-faced. When you lie to somebody, that's being two-faced. You're saying one thing to her, and then you turn around, you're saying something to somebody else.
What would you
She's very
say though? What
two-faced.
would you say to her?
I
Like
would
you
be
just be
honest with
honest,
her.
like yeah.
Oh yes, oh yes, I would. She's one person. She's one person. I'm not going to sit up here and continually just lie to her like she's safe and we still have this alliance. And if I get put up, are you going to vote for me? I'm not vote for me to say I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You need to go on someplace and build your own alliance somewhere else. I think he's just so two-faced. I don't like him at all. I don't like him at all. I don't like Ashley. Ashley's just I don't know. I guess that's part of Big Brother is lying.
That's what I was gonna say. That's
You have to
part of it. But yeah, because you're lying for a reason, you know? Like you want her to feel safe. You want her to feel like perfectly fine. Yeah. But then I see like what your point of like just being honest, but there's a time to be honest and there's a time, you know. Maybe there's kind of middle
bad
ground.
that she doesn't. I guess, but I think I feel bad because she has no idea about any of this stuff at all. Nothing, and that's just it's so painful to watch. Even though I don't like how Mickey's playing her game. I will not say I don't like her. I don't like how she played her game and how she messed her game up. But I don't dislike her. I don't like how she mixed it because I think you said she always played a bad game. I think that's what you said before. But I think she was okay before. She got so power hungry.
I feel like she was fun before, but then I guess like the paranoia or just like being in the house and everything like that, she's like not anymore. But
it's just painful to watch. That's all. But yeah,
Keanu is pushing for Rachel to go up. Vince has these like fake promises, like he always says every week. He says like, Kelly, I'll take you off. And then he goes to Mickey and he goes, I'll take you off. And then Mickey pulls a Vince on Vince because like Mickey cries to Vince. And, you know, Vince isn't buying it. We have Will pushing some DVR. You know, like how you DVR, like when you have cable? He's talking about how he loves that. And everyone in the house is like, no one has cable anymore. Like, come on, Will. And then Will's also talking about how like he doesn't want to hear people, like he doesn't want to hear the conversations in the house, which I always think is funny because like the conversations they show, I wouldn't want to hear those either. So Keanu and Kelly are working together, which I don't think is really anything new now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't think that's new actually. Okay, so Vince is talking to Morgan and Vince is like, he's considering putting up Rachel. And Morgan's like, well, why blow up the alliance? You know, they're in an alliance with Rachel. And I kind of see Morgan's point of like, why blow it up? Like, if you let Rachel do it, let Rachel blow up the alliance. And I was like, well, hello, like just put up Catherine. She hasn't even touched the block. You know, at the same time, Rachel hasn't touched the block either. But what did you think about what Morgan was saying about like why blow up the alliance?
I mean, it makes sense what she's saying. It makes complete sense. Well, like you say, Morgan, I don't know, not Morgan. Rachel is her social game is awesome. And the fact that she's also so scary and they need her in that alliance. It's very important to have Rachel and have her in that alliance. So I don't see the point in doing so. And I agree with you. Putting Catherine up would be a better decision. I think she's more valuable being there than not being there. I kind of agree with you on that one. Morgan made complete sense. So her rallying to keep Rachel made sense to me completely.
So it's time for veto. It's Vince, Mickey, Ava, Kelly, Will, Keanu. I didn't really understand this competition in the beginning, and then also while I was watching it. So it's basically like each round, like there's a random order, and they go like one house guest goes to the bar and they get 2 drinks, and one of the drinks is poisoned, and then they pick like a house guest to drink with them, and then the person that they pick to drink with them, they can like switch the drinks or something, and then like if you're poisoned twice, then you're out, and the last person like wins the veto. What did you think about this competition?
It was stupid. I didn't understand it either at first. Because how did they know? I guess it started foaming. Did it taste bad when they drank it? That's what I was wondering. I was like, but I saw that it did turn white and it was foaming. So I'm wondering if it's probably like a bitter taste. What you think? What do you think?
I think, oh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't really think too much about the taste because it looked like when they drank it, they both, like when they first started drinking it, they were just drinking it like normal. And then like they just had like the reaction. So I don't think it was the taste. But I guess, yeah, like what makes it, I don't know. I wasn't really thinking. Yeah.
Well, that's why I
Maybe
didn't
it's kind
really
of like
understand the game. I didn't understand the game because I'm just like, but I mean, the game was basically you have to pick either white or red wine. And the person given the wine to them had to kind of like, I guess they were trying to like manipulate them into thinking that they weren't going to get the poison wine. But yeah, I didn't really like that one. I hope they don't bring that game back again. I didn't care for this. I didn't care for it
either. I feel like it's a little like tough to follow. And then also, I don't understand how the person who's bringing the drinks, how are they getting poisoned? Because don't they know which one's poisoned? So how are they drinking the poison one?
They're trying to manipulate the person. So even if the person was like, they know that it's red wine that had the poison in it. If the other person was like, no, I'll take the white wine. I'll take the white wine. They have to drink the red wine. So they can't let anybody know that, yeah, I have the poison wine. They have to drink it. So they already know that their demise, they're going to be up.
Like the ones where they don't switch the drinks. Like how do they still drink the poison one when they give the poison one to the other person? You know what I'm saying? Or, they give the poison one to the person, but they still are poisoned. Like, I don't understand how that was happening.
No, I don't think that happened. Did that happen?
It did, remember? Because, like, Ava poisoned herself. Mickey poisoned herself. Like, how are you poisoning yourself when you know which one is poisoned? I was like, what's going on? I don't know.
So dumb. Ava was the one they were the one giving the drink out, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Like Ava went to the bar. She was the first one. Ava went to the bar. She got the drinks. She gave out the drink and she poisoned herself. Like what? And then Mickey did the same thing too.
Because they had to drink it though. They were trying to trick the person, but because they didn't trick the person, they had to drink it. Right?
Oh, okay. They were thinking that like the person would switch with them, but the person didn't switch. And that's how they got poisoned. It's stupid. Obviously, like, I don't know. America is not a smart, country. So they need to make the games easy to follow.
Ayanna, wait a minute.
What?
Go ahead and just talk about America. We are smart, but I think the game was stupid. It was just a dumb game that I didn't care for. But yeah. But who won, Ayanna?
Oh, I have a few other notes because of course I do. So Vince, to me, he looked like Mortimer. Mortimer Goth from Sims.
Oh, I didn't catch that. See, I'm gonna have to go back and look at it now again. Oh my gosh, we love The Sims, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, The Sims. I feel like we talked about The Sims before on the pod. But yeah, the competition went on forever. It went on forever. I don't think they should have been like. I think like once you're poisoned once, you're out. I think like they should have did that instead.
Hopefully, like I said, we won't see it again. But
Yeah, hopefully. This is interesting. So Vince goes to Mickey, like he has the 2 drinks and he's going to go give a drink to Mickey, but Keanu doesn't want Vince to show that he's targeting Mickey. So Keanu like calls over Vince and he's like, oh, and then Vince is like, what are you doing, Keanu? Like in the DR, he's like, I'm trying to get out Mickey. And I just think that was a bad play by Keanu. Like Keanu's always trying to help, but like not well, you know?
I just don't think Keanu's a good game player at all. But I think
He's not.
competition is great, but like gameplay he's kind of lacking there. But yeah, kind of, yeah.
Everyone watching the comp, they looked so pretty. Like Rachel and Lauren and Catherine, because like everyone was like dressed up, like watching, and I thought it looked so good. But I guess it didn't matter like each way if Keanu did what he did or didn't. Because yeah, Mickey won. What did you think about that?
I was happy that she won because if she didn't win this week, she would have gone home. So I was like, good for her. Yay, Mickey. Like I said, I don't dislike Mickey. I just don't like her gameplay that she's been playing. But I was happy that she was saved and she yeah, good for her. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I didn't want Mickey to win. Like I want Mickey out the house. I'm like sick of like watching her. And you were just saying how like it's hard to watch. So
yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want her to go though. I don't know. You always say I need to be more for Black women, and I'm for her, and I would really like for her.
Oh my God, that's true. Yeah, I don't either. Ashley's the worst.
She is. So I was rooting I'm rooting for Mickey still, but I don't think that she's going to win. She's too much of a target. But I'm glad she was saved this week, so I'm happy. Yeah.
I think. Oh no, I guess it wouldn't really be like a Taylor, like like a underdog thing, because like Taylor did nothing wrong. Mickey did plenty of things wrong, but I think it would just show a lot if she is able to win, because every week now she's gonna have to play with her back against the wall. So, but I think people don't like her. The way that she acts, I think they'd be bitter and they wouldn't give her the money anyways.
They would not at all. But she's safe another week, so I said that again. Yes, yay.
Yeah, so Mickey wins, and then Rachel and Morgan celebrate with Mickey, and it's so fake. Like I literally just didn't even want to watch it. Like what you're saying,
it's so terrible. But yeah, man, that's bad.
So
I wonder how then you know what I wonder how she's going to feel when she looks back on this, when she actually finds out like how they actually were towards her. Oh, that's so sad.
That she like takes a moment to reflect on like how her behavior, like I think it's her own fault that she's in this position. That's just, what I think.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Correct. Yeah. Man.
So Vince tells Rachel that Keanu mentioned putting her up, and then Rachel goes to Keanu, and Rachel's like, "Did you say that, Keanu?" And then Keanu's like, no. And then Keanu goes to Vince and he's like, Vince, did you tell Rachel that I said that? Basically, no one can hold any information. Like they just always go to see, like they go to confirm it. I don't know.
It's
about that.
Vince is the worst. I don't know why anybody trusts him with anything. Why are you trusting him with anything? It's not the first time he's done something like that. Like, come on, you can't tell him anything. And then Keanu lying about it. Just be. I mean, she's not going to trust. She's not going to trust him anymore anyway, because she was already kind of on the fence with Keanu. They were working on. I guess they were kind of working on their in the house and whatnot. But I don't know. He might as well just tell the truth, because Rachel's like, she don't trust him at all, and she shouldn't. She really shouldn't, but I want Rachel out the house, so she can go.
Exactly. And so it's Lauren's birthday. Why'd I say that? It's her B-day. Anyways, so for some reason, Ava's like, we should go around and say something nice about the person next to you. What did you? I was like, so this is stupid. Like, what did you think?
Because she's stirring the pot. I tell you,
Who,
Ava's a
Ava?
plant. Remember I told you that a long time? I think Ava's a plant.
Oh,
I think they put her in. She is a plant. She was just stirring the pot, I think. Let's say something controversial to get people talking and maybe cause some friction in the house. That's what. As
not
soon as she
controversial.
did
She
that, I
said
was
to
like,
say something nice.
but is everybody going to say something nice? And how is that going to even, because does everybody have something nice to say about everybody in the house?
Everyone did say something nice from what we saw, but it was like fake. Like, why are we being not? You know, I don't know.
There you go. It's the fakeness of it all. And who was acting up about all that?
Rachel, she was like shooting daggers, and I agree with her. I was like, what are we doing here? And then freaking what Kelly said. Kelly was like, what did Kelly say? I think she said something about like how Rachel was acting. Remember that? I don't know.
She did. She made a comment about Rachel drinking all the wine or something and looking, throwing nasty looks at people, something to that effect. And it got back to Rachel. Yeah, it's funny. I forgot who went back and told her. I forgot who was it. Was it Ashley?
Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. So Ashley had the nerve to say that Kelly is driving her crazy, and Kelly is trying to start something out of nothing. So yeah, Ashley's the one who says it, I'm pretty sure. But I was like, Ashley, like, you're such a hypocrite, because she's done that before. I think she's like turned something small into a thing. I think it was something Mickey said. Like, she was trying to turn something Mickey said into like a big deal.
Ashley is a pot stirrer. She likes to go run and tell everything. She really is. I'm sorry, but she is. She always wants to try to cause some drama in the house. She's annoying. But
and then when Kelly does it, it's like, you're doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm. She's a hypocrite. But, you know, I don't know. But how did Rachel react to that being told?
Okay, so yeah. I heard somewhere that like someone was saying that they see Rachel as like a mean girl in high school, but like when the teacher's looking, then like Rachel's really nice. Like someone was saying that. So Rachel, I don't know, Kelly's outside and she's talking to, it doesn't really matter who she's talking to, but she's outside by the hammock and like people are like, someone's in the hammock and people are like sitting by the hammock. And then Rachel comes out and she's like, Kelly, I'm going to sit here in the hammock. And Rachel's just like really mean to Kelly. And it seems like, you know, for no reason, it looks like really mean because Rachel doesn't address what I feel like it'd be one thing if she would address what like Kelly said at the table, but she didn't. She was just being mean. Yeah, so it was such a bad look.
Rachel's a bully. She is a nasty, nasty old woman with 3 kids and a husband, and she's on TV acting like a complete idiot and a bully. It's just her legacy is as Big Brother royalty is being ruined by her coming on this show. And take that from somebody who's been watching it for many, many years. I had no distaste in my mouth for Riley. And Rachel, excuse me. What am I talking about? Riley. Sorry, Riley.
Rachel Riley.
Until I saw. Yeah, I know. But I had no distaste until this season. And I've seen her in 2 seasons beforehand. She was not nasty like this. She was a good player, but she wasn't nasty and she wasn't a bully. And this is going to mess her legacy up. That's just so terrible. I don't see it as her playing a good game. I just see her as just being a nasty, nasty old woman. And it's awful. Man, it's bad. Because I was happy when I saw that she was on the show. Remember how excited I was? I was so excited. I was like, oh, Rachel Riley is on here. It's going to be such a good season. She's such a good player, blah, 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 blah. She's hardly won any challenges, to be honest with you. And she's just coming off as just a mean person. But
yeah, definitely a bully. But I think she's using that as like, I guess to her advantage, right? Like she's a returner. Like you should fear me. But I don't think like when you're doing it and you're not like giving the reason why, then it just looks like you're being mean. But also it's like why you don't need to be mean to like you can just like address things, you know, versus like being mean. And you know, I don't, the season where she came back, it was like an all-star season, right? So it wasn't like she was the returner and everyone else was new.
Mm-hmm. No, it was an all-star season, so other people were former players as well. So yeah, she's a bully. She is a doggone bully. And hopefully she reflects after this is over on how she treated people and how she was this season. You're talking about other people. Hopefully, talking about Mickey. Hopefully Rachel reflects, because and it's sad too, because her children are watching her act this way.
Oh,
so what kind of role model is that for children? Kids, that's crazy. Oh, it's so crazy. Oh, yeah.
Well, I
Wow.
don't, because like when it's like she does these things like out of retaliation, if that like makes, so it's not like she's just like doing it like for no reason, but when she's doing it, she's not always like making it clear that like someone came to her first, you know. I feel like it'd be a difference if she was just like doing it out of like pure like, you know, like mean, but it's like people were saying stuff about her first.
I think it's just unnecessary. That's not how. There's still not a viable reason to act that way, Yana. That's terrible. You're making allowances for a bully. I don't understand.
Oh my goodness, not allowances. But no,
there was other ways that she could have handled it.
I'm agreeing, and I'm also like a little devil's advocate too. Overall, like she's too mean, and yeah, there are other ways to like go about it. Definitely.
That was horrible with Kelly. That girl went in the house.
It was. That was awful. Yeah. And no one even really cared too.
Boy,
like no one felt bad for her. It was crazy.
Nobody came and checked on her or anything. Oh, nobody was like, Rachel, why are you doing this? Nothing. It just, wow. Yeah. Let me never be in the game show. Because it's also like, psychologically messing her up. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Ooh, Kelly.
Boy. Even though I don't care for Kelly. Yeah, I don't care for Kelly, but that was mean. Man, that was mean.
Yeah, Kelly's had a really rough go in the house, and I don't think, at least she's not one of the people who was like, I really, really like waited and I've always wanted. I don't think she's been like that. Like she's really wanted to be on Big Brother, so at least it's not that, I don't think. But so far, yeah, I mean, she's always on the block. No one likes her. like, yeah. Okay. So Vince and the tears, it's gotta stop. Like, I really don't care. We have Keanu versus Rachel. Vince. Okay, actually, no, let me go back. So you're Vince. Who would you put up as a renom? It sounds like you would put up Rachel.
Rachel. I want her up on the block. I want her out. I want her out the house. Who would you put up?
I would either do Catherine or Ashley. But Ashley's in that alliance, that like judges alliance though. So like, I guess I'd put Catherine.
Yeah, I want Rachel out, but yeah. Who does he put up?
Yeah, so yeah. Before that, Keanu and Vince. So Vince is like, why would he put up Rachel? Oh wait, no. I was saying, Vince, why would you put up Rachel? Like, let Rachel and Keanu like just battle it out. Because like the dynamic between Rachel and Keanu to me is so weird. Like 1 minute they're friends and 1 minute they're not. Like no one actually likes who they're working with. You know, like it's just weird. But yes, Vince puts up Catherine as the renom. And this is where I was like, I enjoy watching Rachel play because I think everyone is too nice and I kind of like how she's cutthroat. But also, like, I don't think she should be in the house at the same time. Like, I don't think, you know?
Yeah, I'm not enjoying her game at all. I don't like her game. I don't think you have to be nasty in order to be a good. I don't like her at all. I don't know what happened to her. She was such a different player back in the day, but I guess that comes probably with age, and it comes with I guess life. And I think she wants it so bad in the house because she sees herself as Queen Rachel, and she has to win. So she's going to do whatever she has to do in order to win. But man, I don't know. I think, does she have all daughters? I think she has all girls. No, she has one boy, I think. I think she has 2 girls and a boy. But man, those little girls watching their mama just be a bully.
Maybe she won't let them watch it or something. Or like, I guess they'll watch, like they'll do whatever.
They showed where remember they showed the husband and the children watching her.
When did you see that? I didn't see that.
They showed it. It was on an episode. I don't know. Oh, it might have been on the Unlock thing or whatnot. Maybe it wasn't on the regular one. It might have been on Unlock. But they were watching it and they're like, "Look at mommy," or some kind of mess.
Oh boy. Maybe they watch it with the sound off or something. Or something.
Hopefully. Well, but they can tell from her face. She looks so mean. Why does mommy look so mean?
Yeah, they'd be like, well, mommy just had to win, sweetie. She had to do what she had to do to get this money. So, we're at the eviction, like, blockbuster episode. So, Mickey did something different with her hair. I think she took out, like, the barrels or whatever, and she, like, did curls. And I didn't want to give an opinion on it because I feel like it wouldn't have been positive. So I just wanted to note that she said that she did something different with it. Do you remember that? She did something different with her hair?
Yeah. It was cute. I liked it. I thought it was cute. It looked nice to me. But I like her for her, so it's cute.
Did you make a note of Julie's outfit? Because I completely forgot.
Yana, it looked like it came from Dress Barn. It was so bad. It was not good.
What Dress Barn is.
It was. Dress Barn is someplace where your nana would go buy
like
clothes.
Like a Cato's.
Let's put it that way. Yeah, there you go. It looked like it came from Cato's. I literally said that to your dad. I was like, "What is she wearing? That looks like it came from Dress Barn. It looks so bad. I did not like it."
What did Dad
Who's
say?
Dressing her? He didn't say anything. You know, your dad doesn't really care. That's what I have to talk to. So, you need to go back and look. I don't know if you remember it, but it was ugly. I did not like it at all. But it's gonna Julie this season.
I can't remember. I don't know if it's like I wasn't paying attention, I didn't care, or like because it didn't look good, I didn't make a note of it. I don't know, but yeah, it went over my head. So I was thinking. So would you send home Kelly or would you send home Catherine?
I would probably send home Kelly because Kelly is a better competitor. Catherine's not. It's time to start getting rid of the competitors, to be honest with you, the people that are threats.
Yeah.
And I don't know why did he get rid of it? Why did they get rid? I'm not going to say who, but I would have gotten rid of Kelly because Kelly is, like I said, she's a bigger threat.
I feel like Kelly or Catherine, it's a little tough. Well, I guess like not really, yeah, because Kelly's a decent competitor, but Catherine, she almost won the wall comp, and she's close with Lauren, versus like Kelly's alone, like she doesn't have anyone, you know. So, Lauren,
she almost won the competition, but how many competitions has Kelly won? Kelly's won.
Yeah, like actually won.
She's a good
versus like getting close to winning. So Lauren's in the DR and she's pretty much questioning Vince's move, and she's like, Catherine's not coming for Vince, which makes me think, okay, either Lauren is Lauren working with Catherine? Probably not. Because, like, hello? Or Catherine just didn't say anything to Lauren because she can see that Lauren is close to Vince. Because Catherine said that she's coming for Vince because of the Riley vote. So I'm like, somewhere Lauren's, like, missing something, you know?
But you know what? Who does Lauren have in the house?
Lauren has Catherine, allegedly.
Okay.
Oh, and Lauren
No.
has Vince.
But
Also allegedly.
allegedly, because Vince is not. Ain't nobody can rely on Vince. Come on, she's not a threat at all. But yeah, but like I said before, I would have gotten out Kelly. I think Kelly's the bigger threat. So, mm.
Sometimes, like Keanu and Rachel, I think, wouldn't it be good if they were like nasty to each other for show? Like just for the house to see, and then like behind closed doors, they were actually working together. But I think they're actually being nasty to each other. Well, I guess like it's really nasty coming from Rachel, and then Keanu's just like nasty back, you know?
Yeah, I don't think it's fake or phony. They just nasty to each other. Rachel brings the nasty, and he goes. He's going. So yeah, somebody needs to stand up to Rachel.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. So Keanu is fed up with Vince because, yeah, Vince burns bridges with Kelly, with Keanu, I guess technically with Lauren too, with like pretty much everybody. And then here comes Vince with the tears, and Keanu, I don't know. I feel like Keanu needs to calm down because he's like getting upset and like loud at Vince, but it's like Vince is making the moves. Like it's Vince's game on the line. It's not your like game on the line, which I feel like that's like always my argument. But also, I guess Vince is supposed to be aligned with Keanu, but obviously not really because, you know, Vince isn't consulting with Keanu. So I feel like Keanu should just put 2 and 2 together, you know?
But who does Vince? Vince doesn't have a true alliance with anybody. He's just going along to get along whenever he needs to, whenever it's. I don't think so with her either. I don't think he has a true alliance with anybody. I don't think so. I think he's dangerous too, and they need to get him out the house as well. He's very dangerous.
Get out, Vince.
Yeah, I think so. I think if he's in a final 2 with, I don't care who it is, I think they're probably going to vote for him because they're saying he played a good game because he had all these different alliances and all these people thought that they were aligned with him. He's dangerous. They need to get him out the house.
I don't think I agree. I think if Vince makes it to the end, I think they're going to be bitter because we're already seeing people say that like Vince is playing all sides and that he needs to pick a side. So I guess it depends on like if he had like a majority of the people willing to give him the money, you know, I think he'd go either way.
It could go either way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he's going to stay in the house very long anyway. They're going to get him out before. He will not be top 3, and he definitely won't be top 2. So he won't be.
Who do you think is going to do it though? Like, who's going to get Vince out? Who would do it?
I think it would have to be
Who
Riley.
Would do it? Who?
Not Riley. Rachel. I think it would have to be Rachel. I think Rachel can do it. Rachel wouldn't be afraid to do it. She likes to shake things up. So I think that she would put him on the block if she's able to. If she's able to, she'll put him up and then she'll campaign to get him out the house.
See, yeah. So then,
or maybe
who?
Maybe Mickey too. I think.
I feel like Mickey would want to get Rachel out over Vince. Oh no, you're right because Vince did put her up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Or if Ava just eked out no, she's not going to put him up because they have a little. I don't think she would put him up.
Ava would get Vince out. Yeah, Ava would do it.
You think so?
Because what you call it? Ava put up Vince. Vince put up Ava, and now it's Ava's turn.
Oh yes. So it would probably. Yeah, she definitely would put him up, wouldn't she? Oh, that'd be good.
But I think Ava's really wanting to get Mickey out, so I feel like she would be more like, "Let's get out Mickey."
Probably so. But what's the likelihood of her winning another head of household? I don't see that happening. I'd be very surprised.
Oh,
Ava? She wins.
Yeah. I want to will HOH. Give me a Will.
I
HOH.
don't. Ugh, go away, Will. I do not.
Yeah, what would
Will to
Will
go
even
home to his
do?
chocolate drop. Who knows? Ugh, waste. But yeah.
Okay. Ashley says that Kelly is not very intelligent game-wise. Ashley, do you not know that you're no better than her? Like, the audacity of Ashley is insane.
Ashley's done nothing this whole season except for once. Let me stop. Y'all say, "Hey, well, she won." Yeah, that was a long time ago. She's done nothing but just sit in the house and just run her mouth. That's all she's done all season. So I don't know. And the thing about it is, I don't think anybody's trying to get her out the house either, because she's not a threat at all. No one's trying to get her out anymore. Remember, she was so hated in the beginning. They didn't like her and they wanted her out. But like now, she's just there.